We are getting closer and closer to truly wearable electronics. And I'm not talking about, let's say the somewhat bulky electronics currently in use for things like monitoring your heart rate or your temperature and the like, maybe like a Fitbit or something like that. I mean, ultra thin, flexible electronics that conform to your body. You might have heard of it. It's called eSkin, and it combines several technologies such as microelectronics, obviously, sensors, materials, and information and communication technology, because the idea, obviously, is it's collecting this data, but it has to send it somewhere, not just store it. And so you've got to actually have, ICT, information communication technology, in order to get the information out there. It's worn directly on the skin. It's very flexible. In fact, I think we've got a picture here that gives you an idea. This is a rather large one, but what you can see is, if you can see that closely, this is actually on a very thin, flexible film, and who knows what this is being used for. But there's other examples of this which are actually much smaller, but the idea is they're flexible. Now, according to Frost & Sullivan, eSkin is quickly establishing its huge utility in the healthcare industry for, what else? Monitoring and medical applications such as measuring and sensing your body's activities in an unobtrusive way. Frost & Sullivan forecasts that in just a few years, this technology will, one, replace bulky testing and medical diagnostic devices such as you see today, power new applications, non-medical applications like smart lighting and smart touch displays, and this one, for our industry, particularly interesting, allow robots to be deployed in hazardous areas where humans cannot reach and gather analytical data. And this is kind of a biggie for us, I think, because as clever as robots are, being able to touch and understand what they are touching, interpret what they are touching, and how hard they are touching is critical if they are going to take over more and more human tasks, or work, in particular, work alongside humans. So this idea of a sense of touch is something that we're seeing more and more interest in robotics, because particularly if they're going to work with malleable objects, or if they're going to work alongside humans, deal with humans, touch humans, you want them to be able to understand pressure, how hard they're gripping, maybe even interpret surfaces, that sort of thing. So being able to put that on robotics is a big deal. There's a lot of money going into research on eSkin, not just venture capital, but federal funding as well. According to Frost & Sullivan, eSkin has received both federal and venture capital, which is speeding up research activities and the commercialization process. The company also points out that with the global rise in the number of patents for eSkin and related technology, this is going to further fuel large-scale implementation. So keep your eyes open. Your Fitbit will be so 2017.
Yeah, probably by 2018.
By 2018, yeah, exactly. You'll wear a patch on your arm and it'll tell you everything about it.
It's crazy.
And post it on YouTube.
And eSkin, well, I mean, that's the way it's going. People want more and more flexible, easy to wear and carry around accessible devices. And it's not, I mean, hey, these are just increasing steps to implantables that,
right.
I mean, really, implantable devices eventually that are going to just connect with everything we do. It seems inevitable, doesn't it? I mean, I don't think.
You will be assimilated.
I have no doubt about it. All right, thanks, Dirk. All right.